Hey everybody, and thanks for watching Woodcrest Bonsai. Well, I still have all of my trees, not all of them, but a large proportion, jammed together on this bench here. So there's still some space, but they're way too close together. And I have another whole bench that's empty now that I am going to expand. I'm going to widen that bench. So as we come here, we have a little plumbago blooming. So pretty. And so here's the benches that are empty now. It's 3 8-foot sections. And as you can see, they're 1x8s, but there's only 2. So I'm going to move them closer to the edge, like over here. I'm going to put cinder blocks here and bring everything forward. And I had some bougainvillea here, and boy, did they wilt after I yanked them out of there. But what I'm going to do is like this one here. I put a longer piece of wood, and then this is actually 6 1x6, so much wider. And so the first order of business is to sand down the wood and then coat it with a water seal. And I have some other wood in my shed that I'm going to use to expand it wider. They are not 1x8s, so it'll be a little, well, I don't want to say funky, but for me it's function, okay? If it works, it's good. And if you notice, if we look down here, you can see that the bench is a little curved. God, why can't I speak? And that's because the cinder block base, they tend to shift over time. So like this one here, I don't know if you can see it, but it's leaning, which has then sent this part of the bench further south. So if we come over here, you can see they're just not straight. It's just not straight. So I'm going to straighten that out. So I'm going to take this cinder block here, this base, and I've got another Brazilian rain tree in a pot, but it's growing right down into the ground. So he's going to stay there for now. But I'm going to take this bank of cinder blocks and take them all the way to the other side. And then I'm going to work in stages. I'm going to work on these 2 first. Sand them, seal them. Once the cinder blocks are over here, then I will sand and seal the other pieces that will make up the bench. And then I also need to cut the pieces that go across. Those are 2x4s. So there we are. I still really haven't done all that much with the hurricane, and I really want my trees back on this bench. This gets a lot more sun. I do grow some of my bonsai in some shade because they just do better. But the trees that were on these benches really like full sun, and now they're kind of scattered in different places, mostly on that first bench that I showed you. So that's the deal. I have my battery charging for my sander. So that's the first order of business, is to get the wood sanded and primed and ready to go. And then I'm going to just expand this section, leave the other 2 sections alone for now. And then put trees on this section, get them out of the shade, bring them back into the sun. So that's it for this video. I will try to continue to show you the process. Also, I have a very interesting little phenomenon going on. This bench over here is really old wood and it's really crusty. But if we look right here, I think I inadvertently hit the pause button. So here we go. Anyway, if we look real close, you will see that there's a beehive in this cinder block. This cinder block stand has bees coming out of where the two pieces of wood. You can see them coming in and out. And it's still pretty early morning, so they're not super active. But man, yesterday afternoon, they were just coming and going like crazy. So that is just so interesting that I have a beehive, a wild beehive that decided to make their nest underneath my bonsai benches. And they sure are busy little guys. Coming in and out and in and out. So there you go. And I just leave them. I'm not really afraid of bees. I know that the guys that are coming in and out are just the foragers. The guys that will sting you are still in the hive. You know, if you mess with it, the defenders that come out and sting you, they're not going to bother me here. So that is so cool. So I'm going to leave them for now. Not quite sure if they really need anything done, just let them be. So thank you so much for watching. Please like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And you can watch me rehab all these benches. And so here's another interesting thing. Just want to show you. Here's the footprint of a pot that was on this bench. One of the ficus that I have. So, and boy, you can really see how nice and brown it is here compared to how weathered it has become, because that pot sat on this bench in that space for quite a while. A lot of times I move things around, but he sat there for quite a while, so that's pretty interesting. So thanks again for watching, and over the next few days I will be rehabbing these benches, and my bonsai will hopefully be displayed better, especially certainly the way I want them. I don't. They were just jammed up on these narrow benches, so they're going to look much nicer once the benches are wider. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.